This is the oldest concrete and steel structure in the world. It was completed in 1907. Can you imagine? Right there in that corner house, I've been living in there 48 years. Well, this year it'll be 49. We had a good, nice neighborhood. We had blacks, whites, or whatever, you know, everybody. Everybody was getting along good, but when the older people started passing away, things changed. But yep, this is what I was saying, guys. This is where I've been at for 50 years, right here. Trying to, you know, hold on to it a little bit. I got some little problems, you know, financially, but I believe I get there. I just got to keep pushing hard toward it.
I've seen a lot of things. What we do is we self-medicate the only way we can. Right in those trees right there, the tree line, you're gonna see a cutway in the fence. You can go under the fence. As soon as you get under the fence, you're gonna see a blue tire hanging. You're gonna see a doorway. Walk in that door, you'll see the gorilla. You know, a lot of people don't understand what PTSD is. When you wake up in the middle of the night and you cry and you shake, I can't sleep at night. I hear the voices, I hear the bullets, the rounds coming so close to me that it was like ding, 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 ding. And your adrenaline is so high, you're like, people just can't describe it. They cannot describe what people who've been through combat has been through. I'm going to quote Clint Eastwood in one of his movies. When you kill a man, you take away everything he ever was or everything he'll ever be. And if you can live with that, you're okay. I can't. The people around here fear me. They think I'm crazy. I'm cool. Out here. Here and here, I try.
Hi, my name's Tim Burke. This is my studio gallery, Detroit Industrial Gallery, within the Heidelberg Project. Been here 12 years. In '86, I had some things going on. Going through a divorce, losing a job, moving, just some devastation. So I hit a bottom, rock bottom. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just called me, so you know who I am. Come up out of that, start creating art. I didn't go to therapy. I moved in. I'm a little high on caffeine right now. So I created this robot creature. Post-traumatic stress. There is no diagnosis for Tim Burke other than I need to keep going to some support groups to keep developing spiritually, all right? These are the first creatures that I built in the 90s, and they're on the dark side, if you will. And what I mean by the dark side, nighttime, subconscious. As a kid, I had this reoccurring nightmare of the Iron Man. I would feel a thump on my chest, and that was the Iron Man's foot hitting the stair, coming down the back stairs to kill everybody in the family. I made up rules so he couldn't kill me. Don't blink and don't breathe, he can't kill you. And he would be going like this, trying to get me to blink or breathe, and I would wake up not breathing because I was holding my breath. So,
and Negroes was out there in the streets. They was talking about we gonna march on Washington. Birmingham had exploded, and the Negroes in Birmingham, remember, they also exploded. Kennedy got on the television and said, this is a moral issue. That's when he said he's gonna put out a civil rights bill. And when he mentioned civil rights bill and the Southern crackers started talking about they were gonna boycott it or filibuster it, then the Negroes started talking about what? We're gonna march on Washington, march on the Senate, march on the White House, march on the Congress, and tie it up, bring it to a halt. Don't let the government proceed. They even said they were going to go out to the airport and lay down on the runway and don't let no airplanes land. I'm telling you what they said. That was revolution. That was revolution. That was the black revolution. It was the grassroots out there in the street.
I'm Yusef, Bunchy Shakur, native Detroiter, former gang member, former prisoner. I've been home out of prison 13 years after doing 9 years. Since I've been home, I've graduated from college, reading a couple books.
I said, what up, though? See, that was my life, my journey. I was hurt. You see, hurt people hurt people. Can I get you to say it after me? Hurt people, hurt people, hurt people. See, I had hurt in my heart because my neighborhood had abused me. I had hurt in my heart because after my mother would drink, she would abuse me. I had hurt in my heart because of the racism I faced, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I had hurt in my heart because my father had abandoned me. He was in prison. So to have my hurt, I hurt others. Gangbanging, slanging dope, fighting, destroying my own community.
You know, people always talk about Detroit, you think of the plants. But, you know, for us in the neighborhoods, you know, very few folks at that time was working in the plants. And I was a product of a teenage love affair. So by the time I came into the world, my mother and my father had split. My mother was 15, my father was 17. I grew up in violence. I grew up, you know, watching my mother fight dudes. I grew up, you know, watching violence occur socially. I grew up watching violence occur in my life economically, politically, you know, again, not just physically, but I don't know that. We don't frame violence like that, but it is happening. When I walked out of my house, I saw to the right of me guys gangbanging. To the left of me, I saw guys selling dope. So growing up, you know, it was a mixture of different social dynamics that was taking place in my community, and I had front row seat to it. My mother ended up making me a ward of the state at the age of 15. And I'm in school one day and the teacher, you know, like, man, you doing good. Why don't you what you think about going to college? And I sure, I'm not telling him what he wanted to hear. Yeah, I want to go to college. But when I went home that night, I thought about the question. It scared the fuck out of me because I didn't know what college was.
What up, though? After I was born, my mother had shared with me, you know your grandmother, Minnie, wanted me to have an abortion. My mother was 15 years old. My grandmother, Minnie, had one request in giving my mother her blessing. Ava Joe, I want you to name that boy Hope, as in hope like hell he don't turn out like his daddy.
I knew firsthand gang life, the streets, and at 17, 18, I'm just tired. I don't want to go back in that life no more, but I don't know how to enter this new life, so I try to kill myself. After I get out the hospital, I'm back in the streets. When I first get to prison, it felt like dying. You know, I remember closing them that that iron door. You know, I'm just feeling suffocated. I'm lonely, I'm homesick, I'm mad, I'm angry, trying to make sense of this shit. Sat down and I wrote my father. I got his address from my grandfather, and I wrote him. You know, at the time he didn't know if I was dead, in prison, you know, because we hadn't had any communication, we had no relationship. And he wrote me back, you know, he wrote me this long ass letter. The end part was beautiful though. It was funny because he like, P.S. You know, you misspelled knowledge, you misspelled religion, and it was a beautiful love letter, because even though a lot of things he said I didn't comprehend because my mind was so straight, but I comprehended the love, the warmth, and the comfort that he wanted to provide for me and the protection. It was, I mean, you know, we didn't have a relationship, so at that juncture, it was the ability to start anew, and starting anew was really out of him starting anew within himself. So he had already began the journey of redemption and a transformation. Because if he had not done that, it would have been basically like, you know, you ain't my daddy. Who was you to tell me, try to boss up on me and you ain't been there, you know, so it would have been friction. But based upon his ability to look at himself and look at the failure that he had committed in my life, and so now it allowed me to allow what I needed in my life, which was a father, but not only just a father, a friend, a big brother, a comrade. So our relationship had took on so many different levels, and then, you know, every boy wants to be like their father, and I wasn't no different. It was just, you know, unfortunately, it was in prison. But it was fortunate enough that he was ready to give me the tools that I needed to go inside to rebuild myself. I'm grateful that, you know, out of that negative came a positive situation. Part of me had died for a new part of me to live, to be reborn. $2,000. All right.
That's it.
Okay.
You gotta get my couple dollars.
Huh?
My couple dollars. Fuck the movie. I don't want the movie. Just give me a couple dollars.
Come on, man. You holding up. Come on, man. You complaining.
I got that dollar, son. You ain't gonna pay me nothing. You know you my cousin. You ain't gonna pay me. You know we.
You filming this? You filming this?
Give me a dollar, man.
You know, can I take care of my business? It's perfect B-roll, you know that, right? Well, in fact, since I got you here, why don't you tell me how was it when I was a little kid?
Oh,
Yeah.
The real truth?
People out there that unlock the car.
All right, go talk to them. So go take that. I take care of you. I love you. Peace. I love you.